see how this goes. Okay. Hopefully somebody tunes in, they can tell me how my mic is doing. Once I've got that sorted out, I'll be good to go. Trifles here. Don't know if you can hear my voice or not. But once I get this mic business sorted out, then should be good to go with everything revolving around streaming, so that'll be good. But that depends on whether people can actually hear me or not. That's kind of important. It says it's here, but don't see him in chat. But maybe he's busy or something. That's fine. Don't think I'm going to be doing this stream for much longer because it's getting late. Maybe it's about 10 o'clock, so like about 40 minutes left. But be a good test to see if my mic works, if it's too loud, too quiet, or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. So if anyone pops into chat, can let me know what my mic levels are like. That'd be fantastic. Do some website editing while I'm at it. I need to get a second monitor set up so that I can actually have like chat on one screen, and other stuff on another screen rather. That would be good. I've actually got another monitor already, but I just need to get it connected up to the computer. So the hard part is over for that. Mm. It's not easy doing your first live stream in a just chatting category. Well, it's my second live stream, but first time streaming with a mic, so it's kind of strange, but I'll get used to it. I heard from other streamers one of the things you got to get used to is streaming without an active audience there all the time, which is understandable. Treacle was here a moment ago, but seems to have gone now. But that's okay. But at least I'm not just sat here twiddling my thumbs. That's the main thing. I've got a website editing that that I'm cracking on with, so that's good. It's not just an awkward silence talking to myself entirely. Keeping busy, which is good. Man, I really can't wait to do art live streams. I've been wanting to do them for fucking years, actually, to be honest. So it'll be good to finally get into that. It'll be even better once I'm set up on my new computer. Might actually be able to stream in 60 FPS. Probably still 720 quality, just for those who have a weaker internet connection. And I don't have really any quality options, I don't think. Not affiliate or partner, but if I can do 60 FPS at least, that'll be great. Especially when I'm playing games, but for art live streams that's not as important. You can do art live streams at 30. That's not really a huge deal. Yeah. But I'm just so happy to finally get into live streaming, you know? Properly. Not like when I was younger on Blog TV, back when Blog TV was actually still a thing. Well, those were the days before it became You Now. Yeah, like proper live streaming as an adult. It's different, but I'll get used to it. Got OBS settings figured out and getting used to how OBS works. It's actually not that difficult. Overly stressed out about some of that stuff, to be honest. Yeah. Hardest part is starting off, that's for sure. But once you're actually there, it's a good time. I'll have more time tomorrow to actually try setting up my webcam and doing proper art live streams. So that'll be good. Yeah. Well, now that I've reached 100 photos uploaded online as of today, I'm gonna now alternate between new art uploads and photo uploads. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but it's just been grinding away slowly but surely. And I just blasted through like, what, 15 photos or something today? My maths is shit, but point is I got through a lot of photos today and now I'm at 100 online, which is fantastic. I've been wanting to reach that before the end of this year. We've got there eventually. So I can't guarantee anything, but something I'd like to do is live stream every single new art piece I make. But I don't know how well in actuality that'll work out. It's a cool concept, but I don't know, might not work out. We'll see. See how that goes. Could start off trying that out and see how I go, but might not complete every single art piece on a live stream, but I can give it a shot. And I don't think I want to commit to live streaming every day, but like at least a couple of days a week, even if it's like at the weekend, even if it's only like Saturday, Sunday. That's, still something. Can't guarantee a schedule, but I'll see if I can get into regular streaming on a more casual basis, rather than strictly adhering to a schedule, and see how things go and take it from there. Just kind of learn as I go along. As with most people, if not all people, most people who've started out streaming, although I think some people are naturally better at streaming than others, to a degree, I think. But, I mean, to each their own. I'm autistic, so I'm a bag of nerves, but with anything that's unusual and different, not that live streaming is unusual, but you know what I mean? Like, stuff that I'm not used to doing. So, see how it goes there. Main thing is that I've figured out some streaming settings and gotten used to how OBS and Twitch works and stuff. And I imagine things will be less laggy when I switch to my new computer, which I might make a sort of a New Year's resolution kind of thing. Because I've been meaning to switch to that for a while. I've just been using my old computer for like old software and games and stuff, but I might just take the plunge to my new computer anyway. So it'll be fun. Be less laggy, and hopefully, like I said, I'll be able to do 60 FPS, which will be more useful for gaming. But I mean, it'd be nice to have it a bit smoother for our live streams as well. But that's, I mean, it's not really as necessary there, is it? Frame rate isn't such an important thing there. But if I'm playing something like Sonic game, for example, then yeah, 60 FPS is much more important. We'll see how things go there. In the worst case scenario, the art live streams won't be too negatively affected because you're doing drawings on camera. It's not really something that's frame rate intensive. So that should be alright at 30 FPS. I'll say something. The live stream yesterday went by like twice as fast as it felt. Like at the end of it, I was about 4 hours. It was a bit over 4 hours, that live stream. It felt like about 2, maybe 2.5 tops, I would say, roughly, give or take. So I can understand how people can end up doing like 11-hour live streams now, because when you're actually live streaming yourself, I don't know, maybe this is just my perspective, but it feels like it goes by a hell of a lot quicker compared to being on the viewing side of the fence. But yeah, maybe that's just me. And it might just be because it was my first live stream and I was ridiculously nervous about it, so that might have made it feel like it was dragging out as well. Like that feeling of anticipation can help drag things out. Like if you're on a journey to a place you haven't been before, and like the journey back is like the same amount of time as the journey there, but the journey there actually feels like twice as long because of the anticipation and the nerves and that. Kind of similar to that, I suppose. Yeah. And the image I'm using for this live stream is something I threw together really quick at the last moment, really. Just because it's something that's at least not as bland as a black screen. It's something, you know. But I only spent like, what, 10 minutes on it or something? So it's, yeah, definitely not high effort, but that's okay. It's mostly audio thing anyway, it just makes it look better than just a generic, completely generic black screen. Not sure if it was here earlier, but it's showing that he's gone now, so. But that's okay. I was hoping that my internet connection can handle the webcam and that for the art live streams, drawing stuff and that. I hope it can. My computer, well, I hope my old computer can handle it. But like I said, I'll be switching over to a new computer in the new year. Might, yeah, do that in January, and that'll be great. It'll take some time setting everything up, but once I'm set up on that, streaming should be better. It's one of the reasons I got it, among many reasons. I want to run games like Grand Theft Auto 5 faster as well, but in general I just want a new computer, because this one's from like 2016, I think, and it's showing its age, so it's done me well, but it's running quite slow at this point. Especially if I want to do streaming like semi full time, like if like a part time thing. You know, doing streaming regularly and at a decent frame rate and quality and bit rate and that. I want something that's beefier. After this stream's ended, I'll be able to listen back and hear my own voice without me talking and having an awkward echo going on. I'll be able to better recognise volume level adjustments that need to be made. So this live stream is mostly just a microphone test, as the title says. The one before, it was more like just a stress test for my internet connection as well as this old computer to see what I can do. But like I said, hopefully this is just temporary. Doing things at 30 FPS. Fingers crossed I'll be able to do 60 FPS stable on my new computer. Because I could kind of do 60 FPS a little bit when I was testing it with this computer, but it was not a stable 60. Not satisfactory for me, personally. Some people might not have minded it, but there was so many frame drops. Like, the frame drops went into the thousands. I tried kind of going in between with like 40 FPS and still got some frame dips. So I was like, you know what, let's just stick at 30. I was using Twitch's little information page about bit rates and resolutions as a guide. So, yeah. I'm thrilled though. I really am thrilled to finally be doing this. The hardest part is starting off with it, but once you're in there, man, it'll get easier. You know, like fast forward a year and I'll probably be really casual about it. I mean, obviously, to an extent, you know, streaming means a lot to me and all that, but you know what I mean? Like, I'll be different. I think my voice will be different, and like the way that I speak, you know, and interact with people in chat, and that will be different. You know, I'll probably have more people to interact with in chat as well. You know, streaming at least, you know, like a part-time thing. At least a couple of streams on the weekend, you know, that'll be good. That'll get me used to streaming, and it'll get other people used to the fact that I stream on at least a somewhat regular basis. So all that combined should make it easier for me to do live streams, and my voice will flow more naturally. And because that's the thing, is like I don't want anything I do on my live streams to come across as forced or, you know, overly scripted or anything like that. I want it to feel quite casual, you know, chillax, natural, you know, kind of thing. Like, you know, genuine. Don't want to feel like I'm forcing things too much because, and this is just me, but I think that's off-putting. I think overall, I can't speak for everyone, but I think overall, at least, and this is probably biased from the speedrunning live streams I've been in that, but like I tend to gravitate towards watching live streams of people who feel real and their emotions feel genuine, and it doesn't feel like you know, like they're saying something that is just blatantly like forced. So you know, that's important to me. That's fucking crucial to me actually. You know, the last thing I want to, one of the last things I want to be doing is doing a live stream and having, you know, people think that I'm plastic or that, you know, I'm fake, not legitimate, and that my emotions are like, you know, it's just putting on like an internet persona act. I mean, you know, to each their own. Some people like that kind of stuff. Some people like streaming that. Some people like watching that, and that's fine. Nothing against it. But for me personally, no, and that's just not my thing. There's quite a lot of YouTubers that I don't watch because of that. It's because I find a fair amount of commentary channels quite overproduced. Um, not to overemphasize their emotions and like the clickbait thumbnails for videos, but also like some of the editing feels over the top for the sake of being over the top rather than something that's been tastefully crafted, if that makes sense. Like, there's nothing wrong with having good production values, but I think there's a line. I personally think there's a line to draw between having good production values, as in like well-timed editing, high resolution, high frame rate, 60 FPS, 1080p, that kind of stuff. It's like a line between that and then just doing over-the-top editing for the sake of it, while at the same time fronting as legitimate. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm not really, I don't like, not fond of, quite put off by actually. Not that I claim to be perfect or anything, obviously not. And I don't expect perfection either, it's unreasonable. But yeah, just kind of putting that out there. 9:40, okay. Continue streaming for about another 20 minutes or so. And then clock off at about 10 o'clock. Don't want to disturb the neighbours or anything. And also I'm getting tired as well, so. And because I have tinnitus, I've got Rainy Mood, the ambient rain website, weather sounds and that in the background. It'll be interesting to see after the recording how much of that is or isn't picked up on the mic, as the case may or may not turn out being. So that's another thing that I'll check in the video after this, the live stream recording, and then I can adjust things accordingly for future live streams if it happens to have come through quite a bit. So yeah, the first two live streams I've done have been the most crucial ones. The first one was a computer and internet connection stress test, and just testing audio levels for stuff that isn't microphone related. Like, it was Mega Bomberman live stream. So I was just testing the audio levels of Kager Fusion, for example, and then this is testing mic volume and how much it doesn't pick up things like background noise and stuff that I'm hearing in the headphones, which the mic is connected to in the headset. So this live stream and the last live stream are the most crucial ones. Hopefully after that it's mostly plain sailing, and I'll just make minor improvements as I go along. Put alerts, like follower alerts in, get like a proper layout set up. I've got some ideas in mind, but so I need to do a bit more testing of certain things, but I mean, give it a year and I think I should have most of the fundamentals polished. Any quirks and oddities or whatever, what have you, ironed out, hopefully. A year, well, I'm giving myself plenty of time by saying a year. I don't like doing deadlines. I don't like putting myself under unnecessary, avoidable pressure. But so I'll say a year to be on this super safe side. Although I think realistically, it'll maybe only take like maybe 6 months, 3 months even, to get into the flow of things. I think because the important thing to bear in mind is while I'm new to live streaming myself, I'm not new to Twitch as a whole. Outside of the doing live streams myself part, I've watched so many live streams, and video on demand as well, recorded live streams. I've got a hell of a lot of memories and a hell of a lot of experience seeing how other people live stream, and I'm extremely grateful for that, and I'm extremely thankful for all the people that I've tuned into that are giving me some sort of like advice, inspiration, positive influences and stuff. I've been talking to other people before starting live streaming and been asking them for advice, and one of the main things that people have reiterated to me is just be yourself. Because if you fake, it'll come across naturally, is what one person said, and I absolutely agree. Like if you try to be somebody you're not, I think sooner or later, and I would say especially nowadays with a lot of people online, it's usually sooner rather than later. People will suss out, if you're overly forcing something for no particular valid reason. Like obviously I'm new to live streaming, so to an extent the way I speak now, and that will sound a bit awkward. It'll sound like I'm forcing certain things, or some words might sound unnatural, but that's part of the course of being new to this. So it is context specific, but when somebody's got a lot of experience live streaming and they still come across as non-legitimate, it's then where it's like a bit more raising eyebrows. But again, some people don't have fun having live streams if they're not putting on some kind of persona, some kind of act, some kind of character, and that's fine. If people find that entertaining, that's fine. It's just not for me. It's different things for different people, and certainly don't want to be a control freak. That's for sure. Don't want to be judgmental of different people's preferences. If provided nobody's been hurt, and it's all that kind of stuff. It's fine. It's all good. It's just not for me. But that's okay. Twitch would be a very boring website if every single live stream was run the exact same way and had the exact same content. As cliche as it is to say, variety is the spice of life. So, you know, I'm glad that the people we've got on Twitch are as diverse as they are. Yeah, like I said, things would be boring. It would be too samey. And it would also be unnatural, because, like, statistically speaking, it's like, and I'm not somebody who's done loads of research into this, but it's like a common sense thing, I would say. And I don't mean any offence when I say that, but it's like there are basically like so many different types of humans in the world, and so many different types of humans that inevitably are going to use Twitch and also live stream on Twitch, that it would be statistically extremely improbable that every single one of them would just so happen to want to stream the exact same thing. Like, I find it hard to believe a website as massive as Twitch is now, especially now. Yeah. Man, I've been on this website, I don't remember what year, but I've been on this website for a number of years, and I think I've been on this website, I believe, when Twitch was Justin TV, or Justin.tv, if I remember correctly. So I've been on here a while. It took me, I think, I've been on here like 10 years? I think so. I can check now. Yeah, 8th of August 2010. So it's taken over 10 years for me to finally actually take the plunge and do live streaming myself. And granted that there are various reasons why I didn't live stream before. The confidence was one of them. Building up confidence was one of them, but there was more to it than that. There was the living conditions that I was in before, which I won't go into too much detail in, because frankly that's kind of that's private stuff. But it's just living with somebody who's kind of insufferable to live with, and having some other unsettled things on my mind that needs to be put to bed, put to rest. Living in another place where my internet connection just was so bad, it was so unreliable and disconnected so often, there was no point in trying to live stream. It was just ridiculously unreliable and unstable, and the download and upload speeds would fluctuate like crazy. The router was a bad brand that people in charge of the property basically did a really poor job of improving. So they had somebody come around to have a look at it when it, just stopped working entirely. But they didn't replace the cheap router, which wasn't fit for purpose. So, but I'm out of there now. Well, onwards and upwards and all that. That's another cliche phrase, I know, but it's true. It's honestly true. Like, I'm not forcing that either. It really is onwards and upwards. Honestly, I mean that truly. The difference is night and day, and I'm much happier where I'm living. I mean, it's not perfect, but nothing's perfect, and I'd much rather live here than where I lived before. I'll tell you that right now. And I don't expect to live anywhere that's perfect, because expecting anything to be perfect is unreasonable. I'm just much happier to be where I am now today. Yeah. There's only 10 minutes left before I end the stream. Yeah, I realised when I took a bathroom break on the previous stream I did, missing one of the most fundamental things from my live streams, and that's a kind of be right back or whatever image or text. So I need to sort myself out with some graphics for that as well. Not have to be anything fancy for the time being, but just something basic, because just changing the title isn't really enough, especially afterwards. When you've got a video, it dawned on me that it's only going to have one title afterwards, whereas during a live stream the title changes multiple times, but the actual title on Twitch is going to stay the same, and on YouTube as well, because I'm going to be uploading my live stream recordings there as well, especially considering Twitch auto deletes them after a certain amount of time, and I don't like it when data isn't preserved. I don't like things like data loss. So I'm downloading every live stream I do, which will take up a lot of file space and take some time, but it'll be worth it. And I've got some external hard drives for that. I've got like a 9 terabytes or something, or 3, or something like that on one of my external hard drives. I've got a 10 terabyte external hard drive, and it's got like maybe like 8 terabytes free. So that should be alright for the foreseeable future, and I can always buy another one when it eventually comes around to requiring that. What I might do, I think what I'll do actually before I end the live stream, I've got about 6 minutes left, is I'll just mute that ambient weather sound from Rainy Mood website and see how my voice without that in the background compares with the rest of the live stream. That will give me an idea how much the mic is picking up stuff in the earphones, which I'd hope is not too much, especially because they're closed in earphones. The cushion pad earphones, not the in-ear earphones. I can't stand stuff like that. I think they're unhygienic anyway. Get earwax all over. I mean, to each their own, but I can't stand them. I can't stand having them stuck in my ear. I don't think it's good. Yeah. My voice might sound really dull, by the way. Again, I don't want to force things. I am tired, but I am also excited. I am absolutely fucking thrilled to be doing live streaming. It may not show in my voice too much because I'm tired, but rest assured, I am so excited. So hopefully this goes well. Only thing is the fire alarm tends to go off in this building quite a bit. It's a big building, and there's a lot of tenants in it. Sometimes the fire alarm goes off. So but if that happens, that happens. Might actually add like a little warning disclaimer or whatever somewhere on my live stream page, or maybe on the live stream itself about that. Maybe. Just so if there's a sudden loud sound coming from my live stream, then people are, forewarned. People are aware in advance. Especially like headphone users. Don't want to blast people's ears off all of a sudden. That's not fun. Other than that, though, I think live streams are going to go well. I'm just going to be myself and not force things, and things will be alright. Hopefully. Just muted Rainy Mood, so we'll see how that sounds with just my voice. Hopefully I can have ambient noise on in the background, or some music at a decent volume. It's like I said, I do have tinnitus, although if I get distracted so much, sometimes my tinnitus kind of fades away. It's inconsistent as fuck, my tinnitus, to be honest with you. Comes and goes. Get it a little bit in my left ear, but it's primarily my right ear. It's mostly my right ear that I get it. So. So yeah, do some shopping tomorrow, and then later tomorrow, fingers crossed, I'll do some more live streaming and get an art live stream set up and do some drawing, some traditional art. Should be good. Hopefully significantly earlier on in the day as well. Be able to stream for longer. So that'll be the next new thing. First live stream was just like testing audio from non-microphone sources, and then this one's for testing the microphone and some background audio as well, and seeing how it all works. And then next live stream will be testing the webcam. And come to think of it, that webcam I think has a built-in mic, so I might be using the microphone on the webcam and like hearing audio through my headset with the microphone disconnected, because it's a detachable microphone, you see. So I can do that. It's 9:59, so just about time to end this live stream. Trayful did drop in earlier on briefly, but then left. But that's fine. Nobody's ever obliged to stay anyway. I certainly don't want to be like that. I'm not like that, and I don't intend to ever be like that. If you're here, fantastic. If you're not, that's totally fine. Either way is totally fine. You know, if you can't make it to the live stream, you can't make it. You know, if you want to do your own live stream or you're busy with whatever else, that's fine. So yeah, 10 o'clock. I'm going to end this microphone test stream here. If anybody else dropped by that I happened to miss, I apologise. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat and users in chat, but I only saw Trayful. But if anybody else stopped by or heard this through a different page on Twitch or whatever, then thanks. Thanks to everyone who tuned into my first live stream, even though I didn't have a mic. Appreciate that. I definitely expect more live streams from me in future. Alright. Man, I'm excited. Catch you all later. Take care and stay safe out there, especially this year. Peace.